During the heart of the poker boom, there's no doubt that this woman was the most recognizable woman in poker. Brazen, skilled, and constantly at the top of her game, Jennifer Harman consistently proved that she had what it took to compete at the highest of levels. But now, 20 years later, she's all but disappeared from the scene. So what happened? And where is Jennifer Harman today?
How in the world could you lose me in a poker game? He said it wasn't easy. I had to fold a royal flush.
Jennifer Harman should keep her day job.
We're gonna dig into all of it, but before we do, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. Alright, here we go. Born in 1964 in Reno, Nevada, Jennifer Harman was introduced to the world of poker at a very young age. Her mom, who was a significant influence on her life, taught her pinochle at only 5 years old, and then she eventually graduated to poker.
It was way past my bedtime. I was just... my eyes were as big as baseballs. Watching this game, I was so excited about it. Listening to the chips, watching the money go in, it's just all very exciting to me. And I was probably only like 6 years old.
Harman developed a fascination with the game that would later define her career. Her mother, recognizing her interest, decided to teach her the rules and the strategies of poker. It wasn't long before Harman began playing seriously, even using a fake ID to gain entry into casinos and poker rooms before she was of legal age.
When I was 16, I had a fake ID made, and then I would just run down to the poker room and play poker. I'd spend hours and hours at the casino playing poker.
And this early exposure to the game in a live setting, rather than the online platforms that dominate today, gave Harman a distinct edge. Jennifer Harman was a quick learner, and her natural talent for the game soon became evident. Although cash games were her true passion, she also made significant strides in the tournament circuit.
She was the very first woman to sit down in high-stakes cash games in Las Vegas at the Bellagio, playing the highest stakes in the world.
Unlike many of the newer players who focused primarily on no-limit hold'em, Harman specialized in a variety of poker games. In 2000, Harman won her first WSOP bracelet in a no-limit deuce-to-7 lowball event.
She won her first bracelet playing a game she doesn't even play. That's how good Jennifer Harman is.
And just 2 years later, she secured her second bracelet in a limit 5K hold'em event, becoming the first woman to ever hold 2 bracelets in open WSOP events. These victories, along with several other notable tournament finishes, helped solidify her reputation as one of the top players in the game. But it was her success in high-stakes cash games that truly set her apart. Harman became a regular in the famous nosebleed games at Bobby's Room in Las Vegas, where she consistently held her own against some of the toughest players in the world.
It's a tough game. The swings are ridiculous and people win and lose a lot of money.
This was particularly significant because she was the only female player to be a regular in these games. And just earning a seat in these games was an accomplishment, but becoming a permanent fixture and consistently making a profit was extremely impressive. Bobby's Room also hosted the most legendary cash games of all time that Harman was involved in. As a part of a team dubbed the Corporation, Harman and company battled billionaire Andy Beal for millions of dollars.
Requirements to be in the corporation was you had to post $500,000 and you had to play in Bobby's Room in the big game.
The players took turns facing Beal heads up and won millions of dollars over just a couple of years. In 2005, author Michael Craig wrote a book, The Professor, the Banker, and the Suicide King, which detailed the wild high-stakes games against Beal. At the 2005 WSOP, Jennifer Harman experienced one of the greatest, or the worst, bad beats in the history of the tournament, when she was heads up against Corey Zeidman. Harman held pocket queens and Zeidman held 8-9 diamonds suited. The flop gave Jennifer Harman a set of queens and Zeidman a straight.
Zeidman flops a queen-high straight.
Boy, that is the prelude to some fireworks usually.
The turn then gave Harman a full house and Zeidman a straight flush draw, with one card only able to save him, a 7 of diamonds.
And now the river card. Oh, the perfect card for Zeidman. The 7 of diamonds gives him the straight flush.
And he even checks it again, which an amateur would do, to make sure he's got it.
And in a moment straight out of the movies, the river card was the 7 of diamonds, giving Corey Zeidman a miraculous straight flush and severely handicapping Harman in the early stages of the tournament.
Takes a lot to beat you in the hand. Straight flush home.
Jennifer not getting any consolation from Zeidman. Harman hurting early at the main event.
These days, Corey Zeidman's more known for his trouble with the law than for his magic hands, though. So if you want to learn more about that, check out our video all about him and his arrest in the link in the description. But let's get back to Harman. Despite her success, Harman's career was not without its challenges. The poker world had changed dramatically since she first started playing, with the influx of new players and the rise of online poker platforms. Yet Harman had managed to keep her head above water, adapting to the changes and continuing to perform at a high level.
Anything I've ever wanted in life, I go after, and I go after hard. And I usually end up with it.
But in recent years, her presence in the public eye has all but disappeared. Shows like High Stakes Poker and Poker After Dark, where she was once a regular, have been replaced in the mainstream by live streams like Hustler Casino Live, where she hasn't appeared, and her appearances in tournaments have become less frequent as well. This decline in visibility has led some to wonder if Harman is still actively playing poker, and the answer is yes. Her Twitter account is filled with photos and videos of her playing cash games with the quote-unquote old guard of poker, including Todd Brunson and David Benjamin. She's also continued to play in tournaments, though not as extensively as she once did. In 2019, she had a few smaller cashes during the World Series of Poker, adding to her already impressive career tournament earnings of $2.7 million. And while poker has always been a significant part of Harman's life, she also has other interests, particularly in charity work. After undergoing 2 kidney transplants, Harman founded Creating Organ Donation Awareness, or CODA for short, a charity dedicated to raising awareness about the importance of organ donation. She's also been actively involved in organizations fighting against animal cruelty. She's hosted numerous charity poker events to support these causes, demonstrating her commitment to making a positive impact beyond the poker tables. And on a more personal level, Harman is a mother to 2 twin boys, and a self-proclaimed poker mom committed to both her family and the game.
Definitely bringing kids into her life changed a lot of things for her. Just her priorities, you know. It used to be if there's a game, she's got to be in it. If it's a good game, she's got to play. Now, she really wants to spend all of her time with her kids.
Arguably one of the most remarkable aspects of Jennifer Harman's career is her ability to succeed without seeking the spotlight. Unlike some players who thrive on media attention,
I'm actually very shy.
Harman has always been content to let her results speak for themselves. She's avoided scandals and controversies, preferring instead to live a quiet life as a dedicated poker grinder. Even during difficult times, such as the collapse of Full Tilt Poker, where she was a sponsored player, Harman remained resilient. Although there were rumors that she struggled financially during this period, she never let those challenges stop her from playing the game that she loves. Her dedication to poker is evident in her continued involvement in high-stakes cash games, even as she has taken on more in her personal life. She's also been an advocate for the importance of maintaining a balance between professional and personal pursuits, a lesson that she's learned through her own experience. And this balance has allowed her to continue playing at a high level, while also being present for her children and her charitable endeavors. She was officially inducted into the Poker Hall of Fame, along with fellow poker star John Jawanda in 2015. Looking to the future, it seems unlikely that Jennifer Harman will ever fully step away from the poker world. Her love for the game and her competitive spirit are as strong as ever, and although she may not be playing as frequently as she once did, she is still a force to be reckoned with at the tables. Her expertise in mixed games, in particular, gives her an advantage in a field where the competition is not as fierce as in No Limit Texas Hold'em. As live poker continues to recover from the disruptions caused by COVID, there's a good chance we'll see more of Harman in tournaments and cash games alike. Whether she's playing for another bracelet at the World Series of Poker or organizing charity events, one thing is clear: Jennifer Harman is here to stay. And that's all we have time for today. If you liked this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what poker star from the past we should cover next. We'll see you in the next one.